What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today. What we're going to be looking at is Ethereum, and we're also going to get in some altcoins today. Had quite a few requests for altcoins, and we're going to be looking at altcoins here in Ethereum on the weekly time frame. What we're going to use today is the step line graph. The reason I want to do this is because it's really going to help us identify the trends. It's also going to help us identify support and resistance. I think it's one of the most important charts that you can use is the step line graph, and I hope that it helps you guys. So when we're taking a look at Ethereum, right now, guys, this is amazing. This is what we want to see. We are testing our previous all-time high. Now, going off the step line graph, which counts closes, not just where wicks get up to, we need to close through today 4,662. That's a big area for us. If we can close through that, then according to this chart, we're in blue sky breakouts. Now, one thing I want you to be aware of is that there can be a lot of shenanigans that take place around these blue sky breakouts. Many times you can get retracements, you can get consolidation sideways before you actually get going. And one of the best examples of this is Bitcoin, first of all. So you can see right here, guys, we went up slightly above our previous all-time high, and then we had almost 6 months where we moved sideways and down. So we went from a high of $71,000 down to $54,000 before we finally made this move up again. Another good example of this is gold. I remember watching this specifically. I still got my line in here. So this area back in this range, you can see our previous all-time high. We got up above it just a little bit, and then we gave it all back, and we moved sideways for a long time before we had our explosive move. So can Ethereum just blow through all this and we just go up to $5,000, $6,000, $7,000? Absolutely. But I want you to be aware of shenanigans, craziness, things that could take place up here where we get more of a retracements, maybe come back and back test $4,000, see if we can hold that for a weekly high or low, and then try to get up through or some chop here. So just be prepared for that, guys. Be aware of that just in case it does come. Now, overall, on our indicators, we're looking good here. If we look at our Chink and money flow, we're at a positive 0.23, so that's been increasing. Our MACD, both lines are above the 0 line, and you can see here on our lazy bear squeeze, we still have a bright green histogram, and we do have our yellow dots here, so we are still triggering and firing from our squeeze there. So far, so good for Ethereum, guys. I just want to see, the only thing that concerns me is that we've essentially went up in a straight line. We had a little bit of consolidation, but not a ton. So we're going to have to see what we do here with this previous all-time high. Just be aware that there could be some whales messing around up in this area. So don't get scared and don't get shaken out would be my best opinion, because once Ethereum gets in that blue sky breakout, that price discovery, there's no overhead bag holders, and that's when things can get fun once it truly breaks out. Next one I wanted to take a look at was Cardano. And also let me know down low what you guys are here for, just so I can continue to put these altcoin videos out from time to time for you. So when we're taking a look at Cardano, we're finally back up above our 50-week simple moving average, and that's going to be in red, and we're up above our 200-week moving average, which is going to be in white. So that's a big deal for us. What we need to hold now is our weekly high or low. So this area is going to be at 72 cents. I want to see that held. If we can hold that, then our next overhead resistance we're going to look up to is $1.14. Then it's going to be around that 125, which is a huge area for us here. That's where we failed before. We went from about 121 all the way back down to about 50 cents. So guys, that's also where I'm talking about in terms of altcoins. Never be afraid to scale out and take some profit along the way. If you were in at Cardano at 30 cents and we're sitting at 87 cents now, don't be afraid to sell 5%. Lock a little bit in. Don't be afraid to sell 10% as we continue to work our way up. We get to 125, let go of another 5%. We get up to $2, let go of 10%, and you just keep working your way up there, guys. I don't want you to get trapped, because essentially you can see what happened last time in these market cycles. We went up to $3 and we went all the way down to 22 cents, and this is over 1,400 days that we've spent down here, and you don't want to do that because that's a lot of lost opportunity cost. So whenever you get those big spikes, never be afraid to ladder a little bit out, and then also save some as well for that moon bag if things continue to go, and then that gives you exposure still, and you're not upset if price continues to go higher. That's what I have found to be the best, guys. If I have a position, I like to ladder out 20% at a time, 20, 40, 60, 80, then 100% out is typically how I like to do it if I'm in a winning position. Yeah, I'm not going to nail the top, but that's okay. So right now here, guys, our MACD, we have finally gotten to the positive, which is a good thing for us. Right there, our Chink and money flow is going to be at a positive 0.7, so we need that to continue to tick up. Then we're starting to get a little mark here for our histogram of green. So Cardano still has some work to do, but so far looking pretty good here, getting those nice higher lows coming in. So that's going to be Cardano. Next one we're going to take a look at is Dogecoin. Dogecoin right now is sitting around 24 cents. So Dogecoin has finally reclaimed our 50-week simple moving average in red. That's looking good. We're up above our 200 in white. So you always want to be up above those if you're taking long positions, in my opinion. We need to hold this weekly higher low, which is going to be at around 20 cents. Overhead resistance is going to put you at about 28 cents. And if we can crack 28 cents, then that's when things get fun. You can potentially run up to 38 cents or even back up to that local high of about 47 cents. Quite quickly here. You see, guys, when Doge runs and these altcoins run, they typically run in just straight lines and then they give it all back. You can see right here, straight line, give it all back. Back here, straight line, give it all back. So that's why I'm saying I've been in this space, guys, for 8 years. Please take your profits. Do not round trip your bags. It makes you feel terrible, and it's a long holding experience. And I still have coins from 2017 that did not do anything, that have basically become dormant and have just went away. Okay, so that's where I have learned to take these profits, and I want you guys to really focus on that as well as these prices increase, if they're going to continue to increase like they should. Next one we're going to take a look at. Let's see here. Let's go to Link. Link's been having some nice performance here. We're trying to get up to about that $24 area. So stepping back for Link, we need to hold our weekly higher low, which is also above our 50-week simple moving average in red, up above our 200-week in white. We need to hold for Link. I wouldn't want us to go back below about $16 is going to be an area for us here because we're in a weekly uptrend. As of now, we're trying to test our next overhead resistance at $25.20. Then it'd be up to around that $30. And you can see these major overhead resistance areas. Right up here is another one going to be at $34, and that's why I like to use this step line graph. And guys, the way you get to that, you just click right up in here in Trading View, and you can pick all different candles or Heikin-Ashi candles. I really like those as well, but we're going to be sticking with the step line graph here. If we get into the indicators, our MACD is in the positive, so that's looking good. Up above the zero line, Chink and money flow is going to be a positive 0.13. Then our lazy bear squeeze, we are just now in the green, and we also got a yellow dot here. We're starting to fire, which would be good for us. That could show that we might have a nice little run here in Link potentially. If we look at our Lux Algo so far, no major overhead pressure. So overall, looking pretty good there for Link. Happy with that. Next one I want to get into is Solana. So Sol, right around that $200 area right now. This has been a big area for us. So same thing. We just want to stay in this uptrend here, guys. You can see our low, our high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So for Sol here, we need to hold $162 is the main area we're going to be watching. If Sol can get this break here, the next area that I would truly look at here, guys, is probably going to be about this 205 is a potential area, and then we might be able to just scoot right back up here and test the previous all-time high. Now on the step line graph, it has us at around $254. Now if you go to candles, it's up around $300. But in terms of the actual close for the week, we need to close up above that $253, and we potentially can get in that price discovery as well for Solana. So looking good there, up above our 50-week simple moving average, up above our 200-week simple moving average as well. MACD, we are not up above the zero line on both right now. Our 26 simple moving average is lagging just a little bit behind. It's at a -1 right now, but we are trying to get up above that. And then our Chink and money flow is going to be at a positive 0.10, so we're in the positive. And then our lazy bear squeeze, we're in the green, but we have not had any trigger fires down in this range here. But overall, so good for Solana, looking good. Really happy with that. No major overhead sell resistance that we used to have. This used to be a big red block for my Lux Algo, and that has went away. So I'm happy to see that as well for Solana. Next one we're going to take a look at is XRP. XRP at $3.27. It's had a beautiful move here, guys, and same deal. Look at these altcoins. They run in straight lines. Whenever you see straight lines up of roughly, let's see what this one was here, of about 400% or so, just always remember you're probably going to get some consolidation or some retracement. Because this one here alone, guys, we retraced from that local high 40%. So you're typically, if you're sitting through these major pumps, just be prepared to have sometimes those 40% retracements come back on you. Always be aware of that. Right now, we need to hold for XRP, $2.93 is going to be our weekly higher low. As we go up and try to challenge $3.47. If we can get back up above that, we're in price discovery. Those blue sky breakouts again is what you want to see. Up above our 50-week simple moving average and above our 200. Lazy bear squeeze is firing right here. We're still in the green and we have our yellow dots. Changing money flows at a positive 0.05. And then our MACD is still in the positive here. We got a nice bullish cross and we're in the positive. So everything looking pretty good there as long as we can hold that weekly higher low for XRP. We'll see if we can get back in that price discovery and continue to move higher. Next one, let's see some other ones here for you guys. Let's go to Litecoin. I don't want to forget Litecoin. Litecoin's made a nice little move out of here. And the thing for Litecoin, at least what it's remind me of, is the silver chart. I'm going to flip to that for you as well, just so you can kind of see what's going on. I'm wondering if this is going to be a laggard to that, because I like to pay attention to silver as well. So we're trading up above our 50-week simple moving average, up above our 200. That's looking good. Main overhead resistance that we're going to need to crack here is going to put you at about $137. If we can get back up above that area, you can see there's not a ton of overhead resistance, maybe at around 221, 232. But if we can crack this and it can come on heavy volume, guys, that could potentially be a straight shot up to try to retest that $280. That's just how Litecoin likes to run. It likes to run in straight lines. When it runs really fast and hard. And here we dropped really quick to the downside. And sometimes you can make that up on the other side. So far, Litecoin's looking pretty good here. The volume's looking decent. We're up above on our MACD, up above the zero line. Changing money flows at a positive 0.19. We're starting to fire on our lazy bear squeeze here. So Litecoin looking pretty good here, guys. I know people like to hate on it, but when it wants to run, it can really run. And if you're here for Litecoin, put it down low. I would love to hear if I still have some Litecoin people down there. It's not one that I forgot about, guys, but right now all the attention was on Bitcoin. It's now flipped to Ethereum, and then hopefully once Ethereum gets that blue sky breakout and we find price discovery, we can start to see some of that trickle down into Cardano and Solana, Litecoin, and some of these other coins that are in the top 25 or so. See if there's anything else for us, guys, and let's go Avax. We'll hit Avax as well. It's another one I like. So right here has been a little bit weaker, so we're below our 50-week simple moving average. That's one that's been giving us a little bit of trouble here, and below our 200-week. So we need to get up above those first. 200-week is going to be our most critical area, and that's going to be at $33. If we can get back up above that, then it's going to be testing where you see this red box. Between $45 all the way up to $56 is going to be the area for you. MACD, we are still at a negative for both, so we have not crossed above that zero line. Changing money flow, though, is looking decent at a 0.14, and that's going to be in the positive. Then our lazy bear squeeze is starting to get in the green, but we have not started to get those trigger fires yet. So far, altcoins still lagging, but they're starting to pick up a little bit, and we're going to see if they can get some more of that rotation if Ethereum's able to break out a blue sky breakout. So I want to get some of these in for you guys. I love you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless and take care.